Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's well. When you're watching this, it should be the afternoon of Friday the 10th of December. And it's our penultimate assembly of the year. Penultimate! Does anybody know what that means? Put your hands up if you know. It means second to last. We've got one next week on the very last day on Friday, but then that is it for 2021. And we will be in 2022. Oh gosh, that has passed so quickly. And at the end of the year, it's always a good time to reflect and think back. And we love a bit of a plan at LIPA Primary School. We'll talk about that in a little while. Christmas, we've got our Christmas holiday. That's always a nice time to stop. It's been a really busy term. The children at LIPA Primary have worked so hard. The teachers have worked so hard. It's a good time to stop, think, take it easy, and then start planning for 2022. We have those things, don't we, called New Year's resolutions. I wonder what yours are going to be. What is your plan going to be for 2022? Because we know at LIPA Primary, our children they're good at reflecting and good at being honest about what they're good at and what the next steps are. They are good at asking the question why. Why have I done well? How can I do better? Why am I not doing so well about that? So there's that. They're good at being analytical. That is about drawing out the key points and the evidence and being very specific and clear about what happens next. We're always very good about answering our questions with depth. Not just yes, no. We're about saying, I need to improve with this. This is the reason why, this is how I'm going to do it, and this is how I know I'm going to be successful. Even the teachers do that. Even from me, right the way through to everybody, we all do that around this time of the year as well. We're good about thinking about things differently. We don't just go for the easiest things. We are very good at challenging ourselves. We know what's next, and we're really clear about what we're going to do and how we're going to get there. But before you plan ahead, you've got to think about what you've achieved. So just have a little think. So 2021 has been really tricky because at the start of 2021, you weren't here. For 3.5 months, you were learning at home. Do you remember your Teams lessons where you used to log on and see your teachers? January, February, March, we did it. That's all we did. And it was only in April, when we came back to school, that we got back to a little bit of normality, but we were in our bubbles, do you remember? And we couldn't really do things with any other class because we had to be, and some classes went home again. Poor Year 6, who are now Year 7, I think they had 54 additional days at home because of isolation. And then it was only in September when we were kind of back properly. So you guys, our children, and our teachers, of course, have been resilient, flexible. It's a massive achievement, and how well you've done. You're working at home, you're back, concentrating on maths, you're at home, you're back. Let's hope that it's just nice and normal from now on. But massive achievements. Make a list, maybe in the holidays or at the weekend, of all the things that you have done and are proud of in 2021. And then, what is the plan? What is your plan? If you're in Year 1, what's your plan? If you're in Year 6, what's your plan? Because we use a phrase when we're talking with teachers about themselves or their class, and the phrase is realistically aspirational. So being realistic. Okay, so if I said my plan is to play for Everton, that's not realistic. It might be aspirational, but it's not realistic. It's not going to happen. So there's no point in that being my target. So it's got to be realistic, it's got to be doable, but aspirational means that it's challenging. Realistically aspirational, okay? Because you might not get to your target, but if you're realistically aspirational, you'll know that you've tried really hard to get there, and if you haven't, you might only be a short way from getting there, and you will know why you've not got there and how you then get there. So, when you're planning, realistically aspirational, that's the thing to do. Should we have a look at the work we've had this week? There's been some crackers. Okay, so here we go. So, thank you to Scarlett, number 1 head teacher. Lovely picture, couldn't agree more. Iris and Ivy. It's good having a big sister like Ivy. because she's been teaching her words, flashcards, and they've been making their own. Maya has been doing beautiful writing again. Shiloh, thank you for the jokes. Pascal, lovely artwork again. Sophia's been doing some artwork as well. She's winking at me there, Sophia is. And that's Lexi, I think. Another number one head teacher. They are twins after all. And what else have we got? Got a beautiful letter there from Donna. And then this morning, Shiloh again said, I've done some work about turtles. So if you want, turtles don't have teeth. Didn't know that. They live in the water. I knew that. They're great swimmers. Flat feet. They lay eggs. They're species. They don't have teeth. I just didn't know. There's 7 species of turtles. So Shiloh, you are our official LIPA Primary School expert turtle person. But the person I'm giving my book to this week is Ava Clayton. I've not had anything off Ava for a while, but she's been at home doing her addition sums and times tables at the bottom there. There's an easy takeaway there, doubling. Ava Clayton, you are getting my book prize this week, so come and pop in this afternoon and get it. But thank you to everybody. I love getting these, and these are all work done at home. So what have we got? We have stickers and the pencils. Got those. And we've got all our certificates ready to go. It's going to be a busy one. Let's do some shout outs. One from me. I've already mentioned Pascal, but a shout out to Pascal. I've just written what a talented artist, and thank you for all the pictures that you do for me. They are stunning. Miss Atherton says, shout out to Addison in year 4, who's been an extra teacher this week in Penny Lane. I hope I don't have to pay him. Hold on a minute. Maybe if I don't pay Mrs. Lucas and I pay Miss Atherton half, Addison, I could afford to pay you a banana. Is that all right? If so, let's draw up the contract. Okay, he's been fantastic at supporting other students in class, explaining how to find answers to some tricky calculations in maths, whilst also asking and answering plenty of brilliant questions. Good man, Addison, well done. Mrs. Lucas says, can I have a shout out to all of Year 6? And I totally agree. The way they have stepped up to their points challenge has been amazing. We have loved tracking their points, and they should feel so proud of themselves. Well done to the winners last week, especially to Olivia, who was the grand overall winner. We'll find out again today who's won in a bit, won't we? And the way they have demonstrated each of the captain's attributes to gain all those points, she says. Miss Yates, can we, she says, and she means Miss Yates, Miss Gray, Miss McGee and Miss Wright, please give a massive shout out to Max, please, in year 2, for working so incredibly hard in maths. He was really captain persistent, and you know he's my favourite, when we are super proud of him for trying his best. Miss Coyle, she says, can all of the teachers in Bella and Bertie give a big shout out to all of the reception children? They've been working so hard practicing their Christmas nativity play. We're going to do it on the camera so we can show you mums and dads. They've been captain persistent, there we are again, and tried their absolute best. You should be so proud of yourselves because we're proud of you, she says. Reception's Christmas show will launch on Wednesday, the 15th of December at 1 p.m. Make sure you don't miss it. Can I also, off the top of my head, give a shout out to the choir last week who went down to Liverpool 1. We absolutely rocked Liverpool 1 with, I think, 8 or 9. The playlist was like Bruce Springsteen length. It was huge. And we had loads of people who just stopped and watched us. We were stunning. Thank you for Rachel for organising it. And we're going to another event next Wednesday night, aren't we, choir? Miss Graham says, please can I have a shout out for Tasia in Sefton Park? You can. She bounces in every day with the biggest smile, fills the room with a positive attitude and really brightens our day, she says. And last of all, Mr. Cousins says, can I give a special shout out mention to Charlie and Rainer in year 6, who have both had an excellent week of learning and are both our leading names in our behaviour league. It's just like the Premier League, you see, up and down. Oh, it's great fun. Who's going to win? Okay. Are we ready for a bit of a birthday? So, if you've had a birthday this week, stand up. Tell everybody how old you are. Let's ready to get singing. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. clap. Because you could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12. If you're 4, let us know you started school too early. Okay. Well done, everybody. Hope you have a lovely birthday. Not long till Christmas as well. Okie dokie. All right. Time for this. Teachers, press pause and let everybody know who's won. Congratulations. If it's you, well done. I bet there's loads of writing on the back because only one of these per class every week. Fantastic. Okay, let's have some maths. Get those whiteboards out, everybody, and let's have a try. Okay? This week it's a bit special. It's not me. Mr. Merivale, are you ready? Gosh, it's a bit rainy out there, everyone. It's the maths time. We could do how many droplets are on that window, but that's a bit mean. That's a lot. Okay, we've got a special guest who's going to do our maths section. Mr. Merivale, do you have questions for us?
I do, Mr. Parker, and the questions this week are related to sport. So question number 1 is, there are 15 players in a rugby team and 4 get injured.
Okay.
How many are left on the pitch?
All right. Thank you very much. That's number 1. Number 2?
Number 2, a 5-a-side competition has 9 teams.
Okay.
How many players are there altogether?
Got to know your times tables for that, Mr. Merivale.
Yeah, certainly, yeah.
Number 3?
Question number 3, a darts player starts on 301.
Okay.
He throws a double 10,
Yep.
a 19 and a 17.
Right.
How many more does he need?
Okie dokie. So that's starting at 301 and counting down. That's
right.
a tough one.
It
So
is.
number 4 must be even tougher.
For the first 11 home games, a football team has an average of 52,000 people. How many fans watch the first 11 games?
Now that is long division. Right, we'll give you the questions in a second. Okay then, let's see. Mr. Merivale, can we have question 1 and the answer, please?
Okay, so question 1 asked you, there are 15 players in a rugby team and 4 get injured. How many are left on the pitch? And the answer is 11.
Okay, that's rugby union then, isn't it?
It is rugby union. Rugby league's 13, isn't it,
It
Mr.
is.
Parker? Question number 2, a 5-a-side competition has 9 teams. How many players are there altogether?
Easy, because you know your table.
So the answer is 9 times 5, and the answer is 45.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 3, a darts player starts on 301 and throws a double 10, a 19 and a 17. How many does he need? And the answer to that is 245.
Because he scored 46, didn't he?
He did, that's right.
Okay, and last of all, the tough one.
Tough one is, for the first 11 home games, a football team has an average of 52,000 fans. How many fans watch the first 11 games?
Long multiplication, not division,
And the answer
Mr.
is it's
Merivale.
over 500,000.
Wow.
The answer is 572,000.
And am I right in thinking that Everton's new stadium also will have a capacity of 52,000?
It's just a coincidence that, Mr. Parker.
Pure coincidence.
Absolutely right.
Mr. Merivale, thank you for being our maths person this week.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Mr. Parker. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Merivale, and well done. A big improvement from last time when you got all your words muddled. You're a professional now. Okay, time to press pause again. If you've won these, come on, let's hear about it. Teachers, press pause. Well done, everybody. If you've got this, the Reading Award, doing fantastically. Year 2, I've been hearing about your phonics this week. Very well done. The Maths Awards, we love a bit of maths. Well done, everybody. Okay, Logan and Leo are my joke people. They've been working hard this week. They're in my room today for about half an hour. And they were doing their research. And the big difference this week is that they are presenting the jokes themselves. Boys, are you ready? Let's do it. Lovely and sunny now out there. Look at that, beautiful blue sky. It's time for our jokes. Now what usually happens is Logan and Leo research them and I read them. Not this week because they are making an appearance. Welcome, boys. Hi guys. And who is reading joke number 1?
Okay.
Leo, all yours.
What do you call Santa Claus when he isn't moving?
I've no idea. What do you call Santa Claus when he's not moving?
Santa Claus.
Santa Paws. Terrible. Logan.
Did you hear about the red starship that crashed into the blue starship?
The red starship crashing into a blue starship. No, I've not heard about that.
The crews were marooned.
Marooned. Bit of colour mixing joke there, I think. Leo, is it back to you?
What happened when the toilet roll got dropped off the top of the hill?
I have no idea.
It rolled to the bottom.
Oh, terrible. Logan, to finish us off?
Pupil. Oh, Mr. Parker, I've cut myself really badly. Mr. Parker, or just listen to this joke that will have you in stitches.
4 good ones, boys. Thank you for your help and well done. Okay, this week the book look is Year 6. What have we got? We've got Rainforest Poems. Thank you, CC. In the rainforest I struggle to survive. Living things and trees keep me alive. The strong plant materials help her to build a home, but people in the Amazon plants need to be grown. Superb. Job. Thanks, Job. Super. This is really great. So if you're Year 3, this is the standards you've got to aspire to in Year 6. In the rainforest I always survive. It's a thrill to be alive. Animals on trees all around. Living creepy crawlies on the ground. All the layers have a role. The biodiversity forms part of a whole. Oh my word! Ellie! Deep in the rainforest, ponds deep down, I hope you leave without a frown. The tree's so tall that you can't even measure it. It's so cramped that you can't even kick a ball. Across the blue sky, black smoking halo. For each species, cry, think what you're doing, and look at the green burn down. Fantastic, very emotive, Ellie. And slightly different, Valentine. Thank you for your storyboard that culminated in... Con and Fred walked up to the Explorer. The Explorer sat, shaping the log with his machete. What do you want? Asked the Explorer with an annoying tone of voice. We would like to know a bit more about surviving in the jungle, Con asked politely. Very well, the Explorer sighed and got up. Well, you might be thinking, I won't ever be able to do that. You will. If you're in Year 3, keep on going. Year 5, that's what you got to aspire to in Year 6. Let's have a look at a few more. Couple more for you. We've got Leah's here, which is a character description of Con. I don't know the book, but although her blonde hair, tangled hair swishes around in a confident way, she proudly strides through the rainforest like she owns the place. Don't be deceived by her fierce looks. Inside, Con is just a defeated, neglected little mouse with no place to call home. Gosh, this is making me feel sad. Being sent all over the world may thrill many, but to Con, it is just a reminder that she is unwanted. I'm going to cry. Despite her unsettled life, she's strange, stunning. Rosa, thank you. Again, quality of writing. He tugged frantically at the bright red string. The bright string taunted him and disobeyed their boss's orders. Suddenly, a wet, towering tentacle reached up and grabbed him. He screamed and flailed about in the moss, in the mass of crystal blue water. Then he was pulled down, down, down. The comforting surface faded until nothing was left. Everything went dark. Again, the quality of writing is stunning. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Rosa. And thank you, all of Year 6, for sharing that beautiful work. How good was that work? Isn't it nice that you get to see what comes next? Or, if you've already been in that year, you get a little reminder of where you've come from. So we'll carry that on next week. I can't remember whose turn it is. I'll have a look. Can't remember. I'll have a look which class's turn it is. What's that noise? It's the golden medals time. Let's do it. Miss Wheaton, who have you chosen? She says, please could I give my golden medal to Theo in the Philharmonic class. He's been kept in discipline because he always tries his best with his learning. He's so positive and so helpful and kind to others. He's done amazingly well this half term, especially in phonics and maths. His teachers are also proud of him. Well done, Theo. Miss Farahy says, the gold medal goes to, and then she's done the dots thing. Create suspense. Joel in Year 4 Strawberry Fields. His commitment to his work this week has been above and beyond. He has been practicing his handwriting independently at home. You know how I love the at-home thing when anybody mentions that. You're only here for 6 hours at school. That's another 18 at home. And taking pride in his work. Again, taking pride in your work, that's good. Joel has been using his manners consistently and has been very creative when using art materials to create his very own Harry Potter scene. says, well done, Joel, and keep up the good work. Well done. Mr. Cousins said, can I give the gold medal to Ellie, please, whose attitude towards learning, towards staff, towards her peers is nothing short of superb. Ellie, there's one of these winging their way to you. And last but by no means least, Miss Wright. She's written a lot. She said, I would be absolutely thrilled to give the gold medal to Jacob from Stanley Park. Jacob has had an excellent start to his time in year 2 and skips into school every morning with a big smile on his face. Everyone who knows Jacob will tell you how proud of him they are about his amazing progress. His confidence is growing day by day, and he's reading and writing, and his maths are coming on so well. Jacob is a kind friend, enthusiastic for school, and she says, well done, Jacob, we are all so proud. What a lovely piece of writing about you, Jacob. So well done for the gold medals. We're at the end of our penultimate assembly. What does penultimate mean? It's the word of the week, second to last. Next assembly will be the last of 2021. And keep sending the work in. You saw it all before. Ava, well done. Come and get your book. Oh, gosh, we've forgotten. At the end of this assembly, make sure you press pause, because Mrs. Lucas has sent an email that says who are all the golden ticket winners. I nearly forgot that, I am sorry. So make sure you come along if you've won a golden ticket. Well done for getting to gold. Come along and get your books. But keep the work coming in from home. I want to have a big Christmas pile of it on my desk when I do the last assembly next week, and maybe choose a couple of people to get a prize book. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. And that's it for the penultimate assembly of 2021.